Think bigger, faster. That is one of the teachings I had from one of my business mentors recently. Now, this guy was abused as a child, as a very, very young boy, physical and mental abuse. And he used hypnosis in order to help him claw back some sense of self and some sense of having faith and belief in his identity. I'm also a hypnotherapist, and I understand the power of hypnosis. It's just such a phenomenally supportive and relaxing tool. But that's not what I'm here to share with you. It's the fact that this man, who was this young boy who was being abused for years, decided one day to think bigger, faster. And he is now one of my business mentors. He is somebody that I admire to such a degree. He is very much out there in our industry. He shares a lot of free information. He has transformed so many people's lives for the better, helped them find their voice, their courage, their community. And I'm just here to say to you, I know so many of us have those little seeds of what if in our brains. You know, I remember I've still got a multitude of ideas in my head of things I want to do, you know, in the future, other projects I've got lined up. But, you know, as a teenager, I was always fairly interested in the stock market. Always had these dreams for a business, and I've run my own business. I've done a few things. I've always tried to say yes to myself. So, you know, bloody hell, I don't want to be on my deathbed and think, I wish I'd had a go at that. Regrets are crap. Regrets just are so much worse than not trying something. It may not work out, but at least you've given it a try. And often it's not because it doesn't work out. It just means you just have to change your approach slightly. And this is what this guy did. He embraced the stuff he learned, which is why personal development is such an important aspect of anyone who wants to create a successful life, regardless of how good you think you are right now. I don't know any inspirational leader who does not do personal development every single day, because there's always stuff to learn. None of us know it all. None of us, no matter how big your ego. There is always stuff to learn, which is why it's so important to have people that you look up to, people that surround you. You know, when people say, oh, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the majority of your time with, actually that's pretty true. So if you're with people who like to gossip, who like to talk negatively about people, who always have that resistance up in front of them, and you're that person that actually wants something bigger and better for their life, I suggest that you mix up your group a little bit. Sometimes it can be tough. I had to do that. I had to completely detach myself from some people who were still stuck in that miserable negative mindset, the victim mindset, to do the things I've done and to have followed the path I followed, and to have been in contact with the mentors and the people that I now am surrounding myself with. And all I can say is that when you dip into that sense of personal development, when you find that inner voice that says, do it, dream bigger, faster, it opens up an enormous wealth of opportunities in front of you. So don't allow fear to keep you stuck. If somebody who was so critically abused for so many years, as this tiny little child, can go on and build literally multi-million pound business, dollar business, that might not be what you want to do, but we all want to be able to pay our bills, and we all want to love what we're doing in life. Life is too short to be sat at a desk or doing the job that you're doing if it doesn't fulfill you. It doesn't have to have a certain pound or dollar sign next to it, but it has to have a certain level of satisfaction and fulfillment for you, because your life is valuable. So dream bigger, faster. There are so many people that I come into contact with who, like this man, but so many others as well, addicted, eating disorders, completely crushed, abused, completely lost their sense of self. And when you surround yourself with the right people and you feed your brain with personal and professional development, it's amazing what you can achieve. So dream bigger, faster, and have a great weekend.